Look, I get it. You don't have enough time to create content. You are a busy business owner and you already barely have enough time to run your business and have a personal life, like go to the gym and see your husband or your wife and spend time with your kids. So how are you supposed to become a social media celebrity now on top of all of that? And what if I told you that you didn't have to? What if I told you there was a way to create content where you could do it in under an hour every single week? It could be about things that you actually loved, and most importantly, you could make more money than maybe you are currently making content all the time. Now, I know that this is like a pretty crazy promise and claim that I'm making here, so who am I? My name is Ravi Abuvala, and I have made almost $30 million in the last couple of years. I'm really proud to say that millions, if not over $10 million of that has been attributed to YouTube. For example, last year alone, 50% of our high ticket deals, the last thing they did before they became a client of ours was they watched a YouTube video and clicked a link in our description. And we know that because we have really advanced tracking where we literally track the links in every single video and see where people come from. So I know a little bit about what I'm talking about when it comes to creating content and making money. But more important than all of that is that I only spend roughly 1 hour a week, sometimes up to 2 hours a week, creating this content right here that makes me all of that money. Now, full transparency, I also create Instagram Reels, and that takes me about 4 hours every single week because I go out with my content producer, we go to a studio, we film a bunch of stuff. But the funny thing is that Instagram accounts for less than 20% of both of our low ticket and high ticket sales. So it's actually an activity where I'm doing way more work for way less money. And why I do that, that's for a separate conversation for a different time. But I really want to specifically talk about YouTube. Now, I have dozens of my channel videos on my channel here talking about why YouTube is the best platform to create content on. But I want to talk about here as far as why you should be creating boring, simple videos on YouTube and how do you make them so that they generate clients. You see, I used to fall into this myth that views equals sales. That was like what everybody told me when I first got into the content game. If you get a lot of views and you get a lot of eyeballs, then those will turn to a lot of leads and those will turn to a lot of sales. Having now made the money that I've made and having now worked with close to 2,500 businesses at this point in our high ticket offer, I can't tell you how many clients that I see that come to me with millions of followers, subscribers, and maybe people that are literally generating tens of thousands of leads every single month, but their dollar per lead or dollar per viewer is a fraction of what mine is. And that's because they were playing the content game that you might find yourself playing right now, where you're almost creating content to get as many eyeballs and views as possible. And then that doesn't lead to enough sales. So then you have to create more content to get more eyeballs and views for that to lead to also a minuscule amount of sales. And so you're putting, let's say, 10 times output to only get in 1 or 2 times the amount of inputs, right? And I found myself there not too long ago as well. I was creating videos about my plane and my boats and my car and my lifestyle and all this great stuff. And all that did was get people who loved boats and loved planes and loved lifestyle, but it didn't attract the high quality business owner that we currently work with today. And so that's when I realized when we started tracking these videos, actually, the best videos are the ones that are simple. They're me talking. I have like a little bit of an outline right here that I wrote out just to make sure I don't, digress too much. And that's it. I'm not like, I don't have a fancy production team. I'm literally, it's a Wednesday afternoon. I'm out on my boat right now. My fiance's up there and we're just chilling. And I said, you know what? Here's a great opportunity for me to create a video. And you know what's funny? This video right here might just get 2,000 views or 3,000 views. And I'm going to tell you a little secret. I don't care. That's right. I don't care. I do not care. I have detached myself from the view game that everybody else seems to be absolutely obsessed with. And that's because I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that more views doesn't equal more money. What's more important is creating the right type of content that's going to attract the right type of viewer. And I have a bunch of other videos on this channel that goes through that. This video more specifically is to show you and to tell you that most people create an endless amount of content because they're not making enough money, but they're creating the content the wrong way. And so if that's you, I release you I release you from the hold that all these content and viral gurus have you, every single product and video, and I'm gonna make you have 100,000 followers and you're gonna get 1 million subscribers. I release you from this obligation for all of these people, because here's a little secret. Those people are broke as a joke, or they're making money telling you that you need to be viral, when in reality, that's actually not how they're making all of their money. I can't tell you how many people I see telling me about Instagram Reels, that's how you make all this money. Those people, same people are running ads, or they're getting the majority of their clients on YouTube. And full transparency, I also know this because some of them are my clients. And it's always funny to me because that's what their offer is. Now, I'm not hating on them because of it, because I understand that you have to have multiple marketing systems and traffic systems. We have the exact same thing. But I'm giving you the actual numbers. 50% of our sales come from YouTube. Millions of dollars every single year. Less than 20% comes from Instagram. I spend 1 hour a week on YouTube, sometimes up to 2 if I'm shooting 3 or 4 videos like this week. I spend 4 to 5 hours, have to drive to a studio, and then have to involve a full team after that. I shoot a video, upload it. I don't even have to do any editing, and we just have a thumbnail designer create a thumbnail for me for $10. On the editing side, we have to have a full videographer. We have to have a social media manager. We have to post 3 times a day. We have to get captions down correctly. We have to add like music and cuts, and I have to shoot it in multiple scenes to keep people's attention. And I have to do that for 5-6 hours plus my whole team, and I make literally less than 20% of the sales from it. Now, don't worry, this is gonna be some high-level video where I don't give you some actionable advice. Let me actually tell you what are a couple of things that you could do in order to create less content, but make more money. So the first thing is following a law known as Parkinson's law. And what Parkinson's law essentially states is that work expands to fill the amount of time that you give it. And the simple version of that is that if you give yourself 8 hours or 10 hours a month in order to create content, it's gonna take you 8 or 10 hours every single month. And so what I learned was if I leverage Parkinson's law for me instead of against me, I could say, okay, Ravi, you only have 1 hour every single week to create a YouTube video. And if I only have 1 hour a week to create it, then I need to make sure I'm making the right videos that are generating enough sales that would offset me creating 2, 3, 4, 5 videos from spending 6, 7, 8 hours creating content. And so by simplifying it down to that basic law, I've removed the entire production team for my YouTube videos. Now, I'd say 99.9% of the time, it's me with my iPhone, a mic, and I upload it to a Google Drive, and we post it after we create the thumbnail. Sometimes I'm literally creating a video and we're publishing it the exact same day, because all I have to do is wait on the thumbnail in order for it to come out. So the first rule I want you to apply is Parkinson's law. And the way that you do that is, if you're probably a calendar crazy person like I am, is put the time on your calendar that you're gonna allow for content filming. And so for me, I have 1 hour on Tuesdays from 9 to 10 a.m. And then I have 4 hours for Instagram from 2 to 6 p.m. that I shoot my Instagram Reels on, and I have to go to somebody's studio, et cetera, et cetera. So if you create barriers for your content, it will prevent you from burning out. Because the other really beneficial thing about Parkinson's law is it's much more sustainable, right? I know that personally, I can create 1 hour of content every single week for probably the rest of my life. And I'm going to talk about another reason why that is in a second, but 1 hour a week, that's totally not a big deal at all, especially if that 1 hour a week was generating me millions of dollars, right? So that's a really big return on my time. And as I try to scale to bigger and bigger revenue levels, I'm still trying to figure out, okay, how do I remove myself from as much as possible and spend the least amount of time doing the most impactful things? And as I continuously audit my time, I can't get away from content creation. Which brings me to my second tip here, which is only create content around things that you love. Meaning a lot of people will create content online and they'll become a character. They'll become this person where they're really mean, or they're really obnoxious, or they're really, I don't know, lackadaisical, or whatever else it is. You know, they're luxurious, they're snotty, whatever that they need to be. And every time they have to film content, they have to be that character. But what if that character adjusts over time? What if you no longer want to be that character? That's why people burn out on YouTube and on all these platforms all the time, because they're quite frankly exhausted from playing a character 24/7. And that's exactly what most people do on YouTube or on Instagram. And the other really important thing about only creating content around what you love is that you will spend time doing it even if you feel tired that day. You know, for me right now, I'm sitting here on my boat. You can't see the rest of me here, but right over there is the other end of my seating in the back. And to be honest with you, I would have this exact same conversation today with a friend sitting right over there. If this camera was here, it wasn't here, right? Because I just love talking about scaling businesses. I love talking about content. I love talking about marketing systems. And so in essence, it's kind of what I'm doing right now. I know I look weird to all the people that are around me right now looking at me talking to a little black lens, but I don't really care because I know that people watching this right now, hopefully you guys will get value out of it. And so I can create videos like people say, oh, Ravi, do you work while you're traveling? I usually don't, except for making content. And that's because I love making content. And a lot of you watching this might say, well, Ravi, I don't love making content around what my business is about. Yeah, that's probably because you're in a business that you don't really love. And I'm not saying that you have to shut that business down today, but a lot of my clients always come to me, the question is like, Ravi, I run a advertising agency for roofers or plumbers or real estate agents, but I don't love what I do. I don't want to make content around this because I don't want to have this business forever. And so I pretty much tell them, they say, what should I do, right? And they've created this almost story in their head where they can't create the business that they love because they don't deserve it, or because they're not going to be able to make any clients from it because they already have built this business over here. But in a way, you're almost digging your own grave, because at some point you're going to absolutely hate the business that you have, even if you're making $5, $10, $15, $20 million a year, and you're going to either self-sabotage or just blow the entire business up itself, versus taking the hit early on and only building a business and working with people that you actually love working with. And that way you don't have to blow the business up in the future, and you can run this business forever, which is one of the secrets to success, my friends. If I'm willing to play this game longer than somebody else, then I will beat them out. That's as simple as it gets. And yes, is it not practical? Yes, is every business guru out there telling you that, oh no, you just need to work hard, you need to hate what you do, it doesn't really matter, blah, blah, blah. Sure, okay, so you can follow whatever methodology that you want to, but at least in my methodology, you wake up every single day looking forward to your work instead of waking up today resenting it. Let me end this with a very simple warning. If you don't create content, you are going to go out of business. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, in one way or the other. Because if you're going up against somebody else and that person, your competitor, is creating content over a long enough time horizon, they will beat you out 10 times out of 10. And I know I'm going to get keyboard warriors down below, but I have enough data to be able to back it up. And if you look at every single business guru that you know, if you look at all of the biggest competitors in your marketplace, you'll notice that even Fortune 500 CEOs, even multi-billionaire people are creating content every single day. And so the thing that they know that you don't know is that if you don't actually start creating content, you will very likely start working for somebody who is creating content. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to go and become a full-time content creator. Follow the advice that I gave in this video here. Create very strict guidelines around the hours that you're going to allow to create content. That way you stay consistent with it and you can do it for a long time. Only create content around things that you actually love, so you would do it whether you were getting paid or not. And don't chase views. Don't do it in order to become famous, because you will burn out and you will go broke, ironically, trying to be famous. Instead, figure out what are the biggest pain points that your ideal prospects have, and hopefully that's who you love working with, and create very simple videos in an hour or two a week covering those exact same things. And if you just want my help installing a simple, streamlined content marketing system inside your business that you can run in under an hour every single week, then just go down below and book a call to speak with myself or one of my team members. And if not, I hope you have an incredible rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.